In this video, I will demonstrate to you how to configure tracking on AI auto tracking camera ATC01. In order to do this, you will need to download a tool for configuration called IVE Smart, which can be obtained from our website www.a-dana.com. In this tool, you will need to know the IP address of your camera, which by default is 192.168.5.191 for the tracking and 192 for the wide angle. If you forget this IP address, you can also find it in the user manual available on our website. And if you want to change this IP address, you can just visit the IP address by default in your web browser and change it there in the network settings. Now, in IVE Smart, first thing you want to press is Setting and IP address. This will lead you to a menu where you can find all the ATC01s available in your network. Just make sure to select the right network at the bottom part where it says IP address. Press Search. Tick the box next to the camera that you want to configure. Press Confirm. And then just stop any ongoing tracking and press Config. You will now be able to configure the tracking on the camera. What you see first are the previews of the two cameras, speaker tracking on the left and the wide angle on the right. The first thing that you want to configure here are the presets for the panoramic and platform views. Panoramic view and panoramic position represent the view of the camera when it is not actively tracking a target. Let's set this first. Let's move the camera a little bit, zoom it in, and press Save. So this will be the view of the camera when it is not actively tracking anybody. Let's make sure that the preset was saved just by pressing View, and it was. Now, we can set the platform preset, and that will be used when the tracking target is acquired. So for that, let's zoom it in and press Save Platform Position. So now let's check that both presets are active. Again, View Panoramic Position, it is active. View Platform Position, it is also active. So these presets will be used when the targets are in and out. You can also set other presets here if you want. Just make sure to write the number of the preset that you want to set to and press Setting when you're done configuring, using the arrows, plus and minus signs on the left. The next thing that you want to configure are the areas where you want to track your where you want to pick up your tracking targets, as well as where you want to track them. So for that, on the right side where it says area, first let's configure the area where we will pick up the speakers. So as you can see, I have this display, and this will be my presenting space. I will draw a shape around the screen, and whenever a person walks into this area, they will be acquired for tracking. Now I'm going to draw the teacher track area. So this is the area where the camera will follow those targets that it acquired in the platform area. I will draw a shape that will be wider than the platform area I selected before. I'm doing this by pressing left button each time I reach a corner. And on the left, on the final corner, instead of drawing the area completely with the left mouse button, I can just press right mouse button and the area will auto-complete. I can now save parameters and my settings are saved and will be used. Other settings that I can do here also include mask area. For example, if you have a display where you will display, let's say, video conference, potentially faces, maybe some sort of show where you will have people appear on the screen, and you do not want the camera to react to it, draw a mask area on top of it. You can tick the box to include several masking areas, draw it where you want, press Save Parameters, and this area will then be ignored by the tracking algorithm. Other settings that you can configure here include target lost. So that will be used when the tracking target leaves the tracking area. You can set it to panoramic preset, so whenever the target leaves the area, the camera will default to panoramic preset. Same for the platform preset, if you select this. And then there is also the setting called maintain original position. So when the camera is set to this mode, whenever the tracking target leaves the area, the camera will not move. Then you can also configure tracking mode, whether you want it to be real-time or region. If you set real-time, the camera will react to minor movements of the tracking target. If you set region tracking, the camera will not react to minor movements. It will only react to major movements. If you have installed the camera upside down, you need to tick the box next to camera flip. As you can see, it automatically flips the camera. And that is it when it comes to basic settings. If you have any other question about you can configure ATC01, please visit our website www.a-dena.com, and we will be very happy to assist you.